Hi everybody, it's DK with Mr. V Amps, and this video is actually inspired by this microphone, but not it directly. I featured this one a while back. It's made by Carol, Taiwan Carol Company, and I collect retro mics, and this doesn't really have the resemblance of a 1950s mic to me, but in seeing it, I got a chance to, read about it. Its price point was very interesting, and it has two capsules in it. So I figured I had to try it. And the way that they had engineered the switch, it was supposed to be noise resistant, and it was affordable enough. So I bought it. I'm actually very impressed with the build quality. I got to test this on the soundboard end with somebody else singing into it, and I got to do a show with it. And the performance of it was quite good. So based on what my impressions of this mic, I decided to give Carol another chance. They have a technology that they discuss on their website, active handling noise cancellation. And there's a few mics for sale that you can get here that have this. This is the less expensive of the two. It's called the P-1. And it's just your ordinary, everyday ice cream cone mic. It does include an XLR cable, a decent quality one at that, and a clip for your mic stand. This microphone is said to be able to reduce handling noise, but not in the traditional sense. It's got a kind of a unique magic feature, and that is kind of a tall-looking capsule. So let's test to see if this microphone's handling noise is actually lower than similarly priced mics. The price point we're talking about is roughly $50. They do make a professional model of these. It's around $110, $120, but this is the kind of general purpose one. Let's see if this actually does reduce the handling noise. Hello everybody, and welcome to Dead Kobe's channel here. Today we are looking at microphones, but for a completely different reason. There is a thing that drives everybody nuts, including me, and that would be handling noise. When you touch these, poke at them, do what you got to do with them, move them around, the rattling and the sound is unpleasant, especially if it's a hot mic. If you're somebody who's not used to using a mic, you always get that guy. As a sound technician, you always get that guy or lady who holds the mic at their belly button, when they're trying to talk, so you can't really hear them, so you crank it up so you can hear them, and then they slam it into the stand and everybody wets their pants. Yeah, great. So all of these microphones profess to have a reduced handling noise, and they all use, well, 4 out of the 5 here use the same kind of technology that everybody seems to use. That would be a rubber suspension. So we have these rubber suspensions. This one's a little different, and we're going to see if it actually works. So essentially, these microphones are all roughly $50 USD. I know a number of them are discontinued, but we're just going to test the handling noise, and we're going to switch from one microphone to the next, and check out the handling noise level of each one. Okay, we're doing this live. This mic is an AKG model D9000, and you can already hear my fingers scraping along the side. ASMR, this is not. Into the mic stand. Tap on the mic stand. We all know you kick the mic stand when you're trying to sing live, right? You kick the mic stand and then it goes kabump. Right, you know that happens. Okay. Next microphone is an MXL. And I tried to set these for equal gain level. They're all going to behave differently, and the EQ on them is mostly flat. MXL LSM3. This is a PVI2. Electro-Voice Cobalt CO7. And finally, a Carroll P-1. Okay, there's our testing on handling noise. Let me explain why we did this. I would love to play back the audio file. Yeah, I just switched to another mic. We're still live. We haven't changed here. I'm just switching microphones. We got a dozen of them plugged into the mixer board so we can do this in real time. All of these microphones have the cartridges sort of suspended in rubber. So the rubber is supposed to, keep the vibration and the bonking out of there. What's interesting is one of the softest, most pliable, flexible rubbers is in the AKG, but yet that one seems to have, plenty of thump and bump. The Carroll microphone is unique in that it professes to have a patented technology to electrically reject the handling noise, and the low bass bumping kind of handling noise seemed to be lower to me. Again, we'll see it in the files. Maybe you can listen to it. But the low thumps were significantly lower. There was still, the higher range stuff, like me rubbing on the capsule or around the windscreen. That affected it. But it has what's kind of like a humbucking system, like in a guitar pickup, a humbucking system, and we'll look at those drawings, but I'm really curious first to actually see if this effectively, based on the audio files, I really want to listen back to this and hear what I heard, or hear it back in playback to see if this microphone is, not deceiving me, that there actually is a lower handling noise on it. Okay, so we'll use our Carroll P-1 microphone here to do our voiceover as I explain to you what's supposed to make this capsule very special. If you look on the screen, this is the active handling noise canceling technology capsule, and the upper capsule is the one that's attached to the microphone's diaphragm that moves up and down with the sound of my voice. But there is a second lower capsule, similar to a humbucking pickup in a guitar, and that will help to reject the electrical interference as well as create an equal and opposite signal for bumps and shakes and thumps. And an equal and opposite signal should cancel, thus resulting in significantly less handling noise. That's the theory. I think it works fairly well anyway. I noticed obviously we could bump the stand and hear it bump, but it wasn't as severe. And I think this is kind of a cool thing. And as far as audio quality, they do make professional grade microphones. This one's kind of a mid-grade microphone, but I think it would work well for, I don't know, karaoke or people just giving a speech, especially for rookies that don't know how to handle a microphone. Okay, so final thoughts on this microphone, the Carol P-1. From what I understand, also you can buy this capsule or similar capsules to put on your existing wireless mic rigs if you have them, which is kind of cool. Sound quality is fine. Microphones, generally you have to find one that fits your voice particularly well. But if you were just to have, you know, a mic for people to give a speech or sing karaoke or random, you know, just random stragglers to pick it up and use it, I actually do think that this reduces the handling noise significantly. Hopefully you could hear that on the video. These videos are not sponsored in any way. I'm just sort of a curious nerd, and reading about this patented noise reduction technology, just, you know, I had to check it out and see if it really worked. So, and I figured if it didn't, then I would just send it back. But turns out it does, and the microphone itself sounds just fine. So there you go. Final thoughts: this mic is okay. I don't endorse or unendorse or anything on this, but I like to find unique products that maybe try to solve a niche, and from an engineering standpoint, this microphone aims to solve a problem that exists in a ton of microphones, and I think it's, I wouldn't say it's totally solved it, but it's certainly improved upon it. Alright, thanks for watching, and have a great day.